That was one of the most embarrassing losses of the Kyle Shanahan era. The Niners just lost 28-18 to by far the worst version of the Chiefs that they faced. So both the Niners and the Chiefs were missing players. Brandon Ayuk went down with a gruesome knee injury, and you saw two offenses with no receivers who could beat man-to-man coverage. It was a struggle for both of them to move the ball. But one team had a coach in Andy Reid who could scheme open players against man-to-man coverage. And the other team had a coach in Kyle Shanahan who could not scheme open players against man-to-man coverage, and that was the difference in the game. Patrick Mahomes was not great, but he made great plays to win the game. Brock Purdy started forcing stuff because no one was open, and he was awful. He threw an interception in the end zone with the game on the line to a double-covered Chris Conley. Like, Brock Purdy was bad in this game, but Kyle Shanahan was worse. Here's why Kyle Shanahan is a fraud. He's good at passing against base defenses on rundowns when they're playing soft zone coverage and are primarily concerned about stopping the run. But once he faces a defense that can stop his run game with just their front seven, and then they can play man coverage behind it with either one high safety or two high safeties, he has nothing in his playbook to scheme receivers open against man-to-man coverage. He just doesn't. He is a zone coverage merchant. And once you take that away, he has no receivers who can beat it, and he has no plays that can beat it, which means he's a fraud. There's one thing he can beat, and he's not facing that anymore. Now, with Ayuk out and McCaffrey out for a while, he's going to be seeing nothing but man-to-man coverage the rest of the season. What's he going to do about it? You know what he's going to do? He's going to lose. This Niners team is soft and poorly coached. They gave up 28 points to the Chiefs in regulation last year. They gave up 19 in regulation with Steve Wilks. Poorly coached team. This is a team that's going to win 8 games, 9 games. This is a team that could lose to Dallas next week. They're soft. They're dysfunctional. Look, I'll tell you right now, I would fire the special teams coach right now. Their special teams is freaking awful. And then at the end of the year, if the Niners miss the playoffs, which they absolutely could, I'd fire the head coach too.